Phil Donahue wasn't just a talk show host, he revolutionized the way we see television. Before Donahue, talk shows were stiff and formal. Guests were often kept at a distance. Donahue changed all that. He wanted real conversations about real issues. His show, The Phil Donahue Show, was different from the start. No fancy sets or distractions. It was just Donahue, his guests, and most importantly, the audience. Donahue understood the power of everyday people. Their questions, their stories, their lives were at the heart of his show. He gave them a voice, a platform to be heard. Donahue's most significant contribution to television was his unique approach to audience engagement. He revolutionized the way talk shows were conducted. He didn't just want people to watch, he wanted them to participate actively. This was a radical departure from the norm. With microphone in hand, Donahue would wade into the studio audience, breaking the barrier between host and viewers. He genuinely wanted to hear their thoughts, opinions, and stories, making them feel valued and heard. This interactive format was groundbreaking and set a new standard for talk shows. Viewers felt like they were part of the show, not just observing it from a distance. They were integral to the conversation. This approach transformed the talk show from a passive experience into an active dialogue, and it resonated deeply with the audience. People loved the feeling of being included, of having their voices heard and acknowledged on a public platform. Donahue's willingness to engage with his audience, to treat them as equals, was a testament to his respect for the common person. He saw value in every individual's perspective. He believed that everyone had something valuable to contribute, and he provided a platform for those voices to be heard. This inclusivity was a hallmark of his show, making it a beloved program for many. Donahue didn't shy away from tough topics. In fact, he embraced them. From the outset, his show tackled subjects considered taboo at the time. He spoke openly about sexuality, gender equality, and racial injustice when others wouldn't. His guests were as diverse as the topics he covered. He invited activists, politicians, celebrities, and everyday people to share their perspectives. This often led to heated debates and strong opinions, but Donahue never backed down. He believed in the power of open and honest dialogue, even when it was uncomfortable. Section 4, The Donahue Effect, Shaping a Genre. Donahue's impact on television was profound and lasting. He didn't just change the talk show format, he redefined it. His focus on audience engagement, his willingness to tackle controversial topics, and his genuine curiosity about people became hallmarks of the genre. Countless talk show hosts who followed in his footsteps owe a debt to Donahue. Oprah Winfrey, Geraldo Rivera, Sally Jessy Raphael, and many others adopted elements of his style. The interactive, audience-driven format he pioneered became the standard for daytime talk shows. Section 5, A Legacy Beyond the Small Screen. Donahue's influence extended far beyond the television screen, reaching into the very fabric of society. He was a passionate advocate for social justice, and used his platform to raise awareness about important issues that were often overlooked or ignored by mainstream media. He challenged viewers to think critically about the world around them, encouraging them to question their beliefs and assumptions. His show sparked national conversations about topics like abortion, AIDS, and the Vietnam War, bringing these critical issues into the living rooms of millions of Americans. He wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo, or to stand up for what he believed in, even when it meant facing backlash and controversy. This made him a controversial figure at times, but it also earned him the respect of millions who admired his courage, conviction, and unwavering dedication to truth and justice. Section 6, Donahue's Enduring Impact, A Final Word. Phil Donahue wasn't just a talk show host, he was a cultural force, a pioneer who redefined the boundaries of television. He changed the way we consume information, the way we talk about important issues, and the way we interact with each other. His shows were more than just entertainment, they were platforms for real, meaningful conversations. He reminded us that everyone has a story to tell, and that listening is just as important as speaking. Through his empathetic approach, he gave a voice to the voiceless and brought attention to stories that might have otherwise been overlooked. His legacy is one of innovation, courage, and a deep respect for the human experience. He wasn't afraid to tackle controversial topics and always did so with a sense of integrity and fairness. He showed us the power of dialogue, the importance of empathy, and the need to engage with the world around us. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life made his show a unique space for genuine human connection. And while he may be gone, his impact on television and society will continue to be felt for generations to come. His contributions have left an indelible mark, inspiring future generations of broadcasters and viewers alike.